Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, good morning to you. Happy Monday. Coach Kyle Evans here, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Maps Coach, Bold Coach, all the things. Getting to come hang out with you on the G.R.O.W show for your daily checkup from the neck up. Man, oh man, it's summer. It's summer, ladies and gentlemen. I got a question for you. Are you building summer momentum? Or are you slipping into a summer slump? Are you building summer momentum or are you slipping into a summer slump? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Before we get there, though, man, I just want to give you guys again some video diary time, right? A little video journal. I had an interesting opportunity this weekend. I had a parenting moment, and it was also a good reflection on what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why we shouldn't shy away from the hard things. So my son, he's about to be 7 years old, and so he was birthday shopping. And he went to make a birthday list with his nana and pops. So they went and did and all the things and made some lists. And one of the things this little bugger found on his travels was a he's into Pokemon cards, was a Pokemon card. That was $100. 100. Right. And so he wanted that, and they politely informed him that he had lost his natural born mind. And that did not turn out too well, right? Got very sad, very emotional, very pouty, and caused a scene. So he comes home, he gets redelivered, and he walks in with an air, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, my parents out there. And I was like, "What's up, bud? You got a face, you got a thing going on, you got a rain cloud." And he told me what happened. And I was like, "Oh, no, sir. No." So we had a tough conversation, and it was about accountability. It was about not always getting your way. And very clearly I said, "Son, you have $100. That's all the money you have. Would you like to go spend it on a Pokemon card?" "No, not at all." "Then why would you expect them?" And a little realization shook. And, we talked about the difference between being upset and also letting being upset dictate our actions. So we called his nana and pops, and he took accountability and apologized for his actions. And then during nap time, which was his little sister was going to nap, he was going to have playtime, and I did not let him. He had to come sit in the gym with dad while dad worked out. And here's the thing. Obviously, he's not bucket of sunshine at this moment, right? And so he's sitting there for a little bit, still reeling, still pouting, and I'm lifting heavy and making some noises, right? Just being a meathead, and really struggled with this one rep and put it down. And he starts clapping. And he was like, "Oh my God, Dad, that was awesome. You can do it." And something that seems so small, I realized, guys, we got to have the hard conversations. We got to do the hard things. Because even though I had the hard conversation in it, it ruined a moment. He got to see not just talk, but action. And then what happened? His own perception, his own energy changed, right? Then guess what he started doing? He started working out. So my goal for my kids, my goal for my clients, my goal for my people in coaching is to not just tell them how to live, but to show them to just do the hard things anyway, to take accountability and then just go get to work, rub some dirt in it and do the things, and invite them to join me on the way. Guys, I'm going to invite you to join me today when we talk about this summer slump versus summer momentum. Just things to think about, man. Bad news does not age well. We've got to look the world in the face and stand and be counted. Guys, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. And so what I'm going to invite you to do is stand for your greatness today and all summer long. So when we're talking about the summer momentum, we're talking about that versus the summer slump. Here's the thing, man. Summer's here. It's hot. The whispers of popsicles and pools and margaritas are upon us. This is where a lot of people mentally check out. They do. But here's the hard truth. Summer, especially this time, this season, this moment in the history of real estate, it's separation season. Guys, you can either slow down with the world or you can speed up while it sleeps. P.S. I'm not just talking about summer, I'm talking about the shift. A lot of people hit cruise control in June. They just do. They confuse seasonal fun with permission to lose standards. And I'm not talking at you today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking with you. This is something that we've been focused on myself, and then bringing that to the teams and my clients. It's like, man, how can we tighten down right now? Where in my life can I start tightening down? Where am I getting too lax with my standards? Because the auspice of summer is here. Guys, we tell ourselves sometimes, hey, you know what? I'll go hard in the fall. That's when everyone does. But you don't get fall momentum unless we build it right now. Because here's the truth. What you do when the world slows down decides who you will be when it speeds back up. Let me say that again for you, because again, I'm not just talking about summer here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about right now in your business. What you do when the world slows down decides who you will be when it speeds back up. Make no mistake, it's going to speed back up. Are you building your ship to handle that speed? You've heard it from the gym, summer bodies are built in the winter. Ladies and gentlemen, that those fall paychecks are built in the summer. That spring market was a little slower to come upon us. What are we doing? When we talk about summer is where separation happens, this is what I mean. Summer is where entrepreneurs, they self-sort, not by chance, by choice. This season doesn't slow you down unless you let it. And hear my heart when I say this. I've got 2 hurricane kids and a smoking hot wife, and we have a pool. I want to slow down too. I assure you, it calls to me. I'm like Moana sitting in the ocean saying how it calls to her. I get it. I see you. I feel you. And it doesn't mean we get away from our standards. So here's an idea. Here's 4 behaviors that top performers anchor even while it's time to unplug, right? Number 1 is they keep the rhythm while others lose the beat. I want you to keep your rhythm. That's the thing. Here, let me explain this because I don't want to get lost in the sauce here. I am not telling you to hustle and to go, 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 go with no rest. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when we build an outline, when we build a standard, when we build a rhythm, there's flexibility there. Summer is seductive. It wants us to drift. But top performers, we protect our rhythm, the morning, right? The movement, the mission. We've got to stay with it. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline equals freedom. So what I'm not telling you to do is not take vacations and not play hooky one day and not go to the pool. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying don't sacrifice your rhythm. Don't sacrifice your mission for something you want right now and give up something what you truly want then. Set a summer rhythm calendar. Again, I get it. It's summer. Kids are out. They're in camp. There's a lot of things going on. So instead of being super strict in your calendar, maybe make it a little more lax, but still reflective of the rhythm that you desire. In the morning, right? We're moving, we're waking up, we're reviewing our vision. In the midday, what if you could just give me an offensive hour? What if you could give me an offensive hour or 2? I'm not telling you you've got to sit from 9 to 5 in an office all day. I'm telling you that you've got to be intentional at least an hour or 2 a day in offense mode. This is time to take offensive ground. In my coaching with my rosters and even on my team, one of the things that we're focusing on I'm huge into your database. Stop paying for leads. I'm huge into your database and huge into building relationships with people. And because of where we are in this moment in history, in the message of the market, we are redirecting to count intentional conversations, not just relationship building conversations. How many direct asks are we making? How much offense are we playing right now? Because that's going to light up the scoreboard for quarter two. And if we're being honest, quarter three and set up what quarter four looks like. I get it. Some of us don't want to make those offensive questions. We don't want to do the direct ask. We don't want to be salesy, but also there is a time and place for it. We are salespeople. Start tracking these things. Start figuring out what that summer rhythm calendar looks like. Morning, getting your stuff together, pouring into yourself, filling your cup, putting your armor on. Midday, mid morning. Can you give me, can you give you, can you give your family an offensive hour or two? Where we're leaving our shame, we're leaving our judgment, we're leaving our fear of rejection, our fear of failure at the door, and we're going in and taking care of business. We're getting in that database. We're following the DTD2 by Steve Schleter and Tammy Youngs. We're calling 2 letters by last name each and every week. We're making our touches and we're having direct asks. I think it's time for that. Love me, hate me, don't care. I'm just telling you the truth. I think it's time for us to be a little more focused, a little more driven, a little more, dare I say, direct. Just saying. Some of you are like, hey, Kyle, Monday morning, calm down. I'm not. The second thing that leaders do, the second thing that top performers do, number one is we keep the rhythm, right? While others lose the beat. Number two, we track lead indicators, not just outcomes. If you're not tracking it, you ain't growing it. All right. While others people say, well, we're just going to see how things go. We're not going to see how things go. Winners engineer outcomes. They do. They do. We set ourselves up for an environment of success. Can we control the outcome? No. But can we engineer a successful environment? Absolutely. How many new leads are you generating each day? How many new people are you putting in your database each day? How many meaningful, AKA direct conversations are you having each day? How much daily exercise are you doing each day? How much personal development reps are you doing each day? How much are you reading? Can you give me 10 pages? Can you give me 10 pages? Well, Kyle, I'm not a reader. Cool. Don't be. Give me 10 pages. That's all I ask. How much coaching are you doing? Well, Kyle, I can't afford it. It ain't a cost. It's an investment. I've spent literally hundreds of thousands of dollars on professional development. It's not a cost. It's an investment. And it's a damn good one. You should be raising your hand for maps. You should be raising your hand for breakthrough or mastery or fast track or bold or the plethora of things that we have to support you, your family, and your business. It's not rocket science. These are our scoreboards. Are we counting the direct conversations, how much coaching we're doing, how much exercise, how many new leads, how many new databases? This is our scoreboard, even when no one's cheering. Because guess what? Most people ain't going to. This is where we build. This is where we work. So number one, keeping your rhythm while other people lose the beat. Number two, we're tracking lead indicators, not just outcomes. Number three, we say no to summer brain. That's what I'm calling it. Pretty clever. Not, but don't worry. It just is. The heat is real. The heat is real. I live in Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. It's like 111 degrees last year. It's the heat that makes you want to do nothing. It sucks your will to live, and you can't let it. You see, the summer brain, it tells you to rest, but what it really means is escape. It says that discipline can wait. It whispers, you deserve to coast. Hey, you deserve that margarita. You deserve that margarita. Do you? Do you really? Maybe we should counter it with planned fun. So your freedom is earned, not stolen. I've told you this before this year. I wish I could tell you I'm a master of it. I'm not. I'm on the journey like you are. I had to be coached into taking more vacations. I had to, but it's planned. It's a planned vacation. So I can be intentional when I'm there, and I can be intentional when I'm here. Another thing you can counter it with is intentional mornings. If I said this once, I've said it a bajillion times. The first 90 minutes of your day should be sacred. I'm not telling you guys you got to wake up at 4:45 like me. I'm not saying that. Please, by all means, don't. It's not awesome. But the first 90 minutes of when you do wake up should be your sacred time. Win the morning, win the day. What's your weekend structure look like? What does it look like? Is it rigid? I'm not preaching rigidity here, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm preaching to you is rituals and rhythm. What is your rhythm? What is the outline so you can fill some spaces? You can be flexible. Discipline in summer is a competitive advantage. Make no mistake. So, number one, we keep our rhythm. When people lose the beat, number two, we track lead indicators. Number three, we say no to the summer brain. I wish it was more clever than that. It's not, but just stick with me. We're getting there. Number four, we develop while others decompress. We develop while others decompress. Silence is the signal. It means it's time to build. I have a buddy, he just started the bold coaching shadow process, right? And he's talking to me, he's like, man, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm stretching myself. I'm saying, welcome back to the arena. Guys, I think everybody needs their arena. When we don't have one, when we're not fighting for something, we're not stretching ourselves, feeling that anxiety, that excitement in a good way, I think we're growing stagnant. And when we grow stagnant, we decompose. Whenever it gets too silent, probably means it's time to build. I want you to have fewer emails, fewer meetings, but more time to go deep, more time to develop, more time to launch that side offer you were thinking about in your business. Maybe you're getting into staging. Maybe you're getting into property management. Maybe it's time to go back and tighten your systems or author your systems. Maybe it's time to rework what your brand message is. Maybe it's time to study, I don't know, sales conversations. It's almost like we're in the communication business. Another thing that you should be doing is thinking about leveling up your team. What does the development look like, guys? We need to develop while other people are decompressing. It means we're gaining ground that we are never going to give back. Fall success doesn't start in the fall. It starts in the unseen work of summer. It starts while everyone's taking off and you're grinding. It starts while everybody's thinking about the beach and you're thinking about buying on the beach. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. Your September is built in June. Your September is built in June. Let's have a real moment. Let's open it up here. If we start drifting now, we'll stay trying to get back on track all the way through Labor Day. If we start drifting now, we're going to constantly be trying to get back on track through September. You will blink and the year will be 75% over, period. But if we sprint now, strategically, you'll have unfair momentum while everyone else is waking back up. I'm not telling you to run without rest. I'm saying to do it strategically, be intentional. I truly think that a lot of you guys out there, myself included, conversation I had with me, there's more in the tank that we're not given. There's more in the tank that we can give. Here's what our June work actually builds. Our Q3 sales. It actually builds our Q3 sales. It actually builds our Q4 market position. It actually builds what our 2025 reputation is. This is legacy work in disguise. It's time to grind, guys. It's time to go. We, as an organization, the Constellation, we're having a mid-year reset. We're having a mid-year virtual retreat to get everybody on the same page because we're going. We got places to go, things to do. Are you going to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, you weren't built to coast. You're not wired for the sidelines. Summer isn't a break from your greatness. It's a window to amplify it. Don't follow the crowd. Lead yourself. Don't follow the crowd. Lead yourself. This summer is separation season. I got a front row seat, my popcorn ready to cheer you on. Let's go get it. Let's go separate. Let's go take market share and never give it back. Why? Because you deserve it. Because you were meant for this. Because you can. That's why. Quit the excuses. Quit the tomorrows and start today. Love you, mean it. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Let's get it.